Morning from Yurimaguas. It is a little bit after 6 in the morning, and just sitting here in my chair in my bedroom. Got my coffee right there, my Santa Claus cup, and just doing some reading and praying in here this morning. And I was just thinking it'd be fun maybe today to take you along with me on a typical day. There's no such thing as a typical day here in Yurimaguas. On a day in Yurimaguas, and show you what I'm up to today. Today I'm planning on heading out to the Discipleship Training Center, which is outside of Yurimaguas, about 12 miles, has road access. And so we'll head out the road today and try to do some work out there, working on rehabbing some of the buildings and getting ready to host a training, hopefully within the next couple of months, depending on how things go. So, don't know what we'll run into today, but I thought I would record some things as we go about the day and maybe compile it at the end of the day and show it to you guys. So, here we go. So here we are. It is 9 o'clock in the morning, and I'm finally starting to get going. Had to go to the hardware store and buy screening and nails and varnish. And here in Peru, the hardware store is definitely not like Home Depot. You go in, there's a counter, and I have to ask for what I need, and then they go look for it, and then, well, because I wanted a specialized galvanized screening for mosquito netting, I went to 4 different hardware stores before I finally found somebody that had it, and it took like an hour and a half of my day. So anyway, now we're finally getting ready to leave Yurimaguas and head out to the farm. Well, here we are, finally heading out the road. It is 9:30 in the morning, a little bit later than we wanted. But things don't go always as you planned. We were trying to leave earlier, but Jennifer actually had to get up and take a kid from the home to go get some blood work drawn this morning early, and so I couldn't get going out the door quite as soon as I wanted to. But hey, it's 9:30 and we're finally heading out the road, going to Munichis. I'm going to where the mission-owned property is. Today I've got Rainer with me and Juan Carlos. Back there's Henry. And we're gonna head out and try to get some work done. So we'll see how this goes. Yeah. Seems to be some water in the road. Yeah, these guys are vigilantes, self-appointed. They guard the road. And as we pass by, we give them a little bit of money. We say thank you. Yeah, aquí está. Gracias, muy bien. I like to keep the guys with money, or with guns, on my side, so I am not afraid to give them a little bit of money as we go past. Well, here we are in Trancayacu, which is a little village halfway to Munichis. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's over that way. But anyway, we got a little problem. We have a little switch right down here. And that switch is for the fan. Hopefully you can see that. And I don't know if you can see it very well, but it is melted. What happens is this little engine, when I run it around town, doesn't really get that hot, and I never have to worry about it overheating. But when we come out here on the road, it overheats, and so I've got a little fan switch that runs the radiator fan, and I can flip it on when I'm running out here on the road and keep it from overheating. But the problem is it pulls a lot of electricity evidently or something, and I keep melting these switches. About every couple of weeks or so I melt one of these switches. So here we are halfway out there, and we're not even overheating terribly bad yet, but I don't have any way to control it. So we're just going to take it easy from here on to Munichis, and I can wire that direct to make the fan come on all the time. The problem is it pulls a lot of juice, and if I got to run with lights on, the lights don't really work that well. They're really super dim. So in a pinch we can make it work, but for now we're just going to just baby it up and down the hills a little bit here and try to get there. Traffic. I guess we'll go around. Let's see if we can get stuff too. here we are. We finally made it to Moonechie's, and now we're turning off the good road, and we're gonna go up this road back behind me for about another 1.5 miles to the property. We're about halfway to the farm, and as you can see, this is no longer a road, it's basically a trail. And the problem is these deep ruts. I don't know if you can see this very well, but this rut's maybe 1.5 to 2 feet deep in spots down here where it goes down the hill. And this vehicle set up with a differential in the middle like a pickup truck. And my problem is, if I ride the tires over here and here, it bottoms out and we get stuck in a heartbeat. So in order to climb these hills, I got to keep the differential where these gutters are, so that way we can climb up and down the hills. And it's a challenge. We already had to push once, we already got stuck once, but we can keep going. We're about halfway there and we're gonna make it. Here we are, we're looking at this house here on the property today. And as you can see, it's in need of some repairs. It's got the original leaf roof on it, and it's a really, I thought it was in really bad shape, but it was made with really good wood. So we're trying to put together a plan to rehab this house. And we're probably gonna actually take the leaf roof off and add a second floor. And a bunch of floorboards to replace and things like that. Screen, obviously, shot, but yeah, checking this out. It is 4:30 in the afternoon, and we are getting somewhere. It is hot and sweaty, and thank you to Vincent. He has found a little switch here that was just laying around and wired it up, and now we have a new switch for our radiator fan, so we can head back to Yurimaguas when we're ready. Also, Elvis is over there replacing some screens, and I've got some of the boys, Rainer and Juan Carlos and Henry, are using some varnish and sanding the wood and revarnishing it. And yeah, it's hot, but we're advancing. Henry,
Yeah.
what happened?
Got stuck in boot mud.
Your boots got stuck in the mud, and you couldn't
Took
get
my
out.
feet out.
So he just took his feet out, left the boots behind. And that's some serious mud. Well, pull it, see if you can get it out. Try the other one.
This is more stuck.
Not gonna come up.
Unless you pull it.
I guess they're there forever. It is 5:30 in the evening and we're finally heading out. Got some stuff done today, rescreened a couple of windows, revarnished a bunch of stuff. Measured a house and got some materials around for that. So just getting out of the farm now and heading back home. It'll be dark when we get home. Took down the volleyball net so we could drive through. It is 5:46 in the afternoon, and we are finally wrapped up with work at the farm. A little later than I wanted to be because we got to get out of here. We actually have it's an hour drive back to get this road. It's all 12 miles of it to get back to Yurimaguas, and it's going to be dark. Here we're on the equator, 6 degrees south of the equator, so it always gets dark about 6 o'clock every day, and or a little bit after. So yeah, I don't like to be on this road after dark, and it's already 5:45, and we're just now leaving Moonechie's. So yeah, it looks like we're going to be driving in the mud in the dark, but hey, it's a good day. We got a lot done. Well, we made it back to Yurimaguas in record time. I think 45 minutes. Kind of stepped on the gas to get back in time. But and now we're here at the gas station, filling up with gas. Here we are at 7 o'clock now, and I called Jennifer. She's hungry, so we decided we we're gonna go over here and get something to eat. This place we come, it bears to say how often, probably once a week we come here, but it's got cheap food. We can feed the whole family with French fries and chicken and salad, and it's like less than 10 bucks for supper for everybody, so it's really hard to beat. And the favorite place where we come is called La Jefa, which means the boss. Well, we did it. We finally made it home. It's 7:45, 8 o'clock at night. Got 5 meals salchipollo, big chunk of chicken, fries, and a salad from La Jefa. All total was like $9 for these 5 meals. And Maggie's already going to town on her chicken. She can't seem to wait. Comes complete with little sacks of ketchup, mayonnaise, mustard, and spicy ají sauce, which is a spicy hot sauce. All in all, it was a long day, but a good day. We got a lot done, and yeah, this is not necessarily a typical day, but probably tomorrow I'll try to get them to do the same thing. So yeah, just a little snippet of what life looks like here in Peru.
Hey, Dad.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Hit bees nest, lots of them.